back with the Frost Tree this time for the Death Knight. Um,
Yeah.
so real quick to go over how this video is going to work. It's a first impression video. We've never read any of the talents in this tree. We're going to look at the talents. I'm going to read them. We're going to talk about the interesting ones. We're going to talk about the choose ones. And then at the end, we're going to talk about the tree as a whole. We're going to start the video off, though, by talking about our experience with the Frost Death Knight, which I've never actually played.
I played it since the beginning.
That this would be like one of 4 specs out of the 50 that I've never played.
Because it feels like an armed warrior and a fairy warrior combined.
And to say I've never played, I mean, I have played it. Like, I have rolled Frost on a Death Knight and ran around and did that. I got the weapon on in Legion. Like, I got all of the weapons in Legion. So, like, I've played all of the specs, at least that much, but I've never played this in any kind of group content or any kind of meaningful content. So hopefully I can give some good feedback on this, because not my
I mean, it's not my
specialty
either, but I'm coming from a warrior, so we'll see.
Yeah, right.
Or I like to burst things down. So
I do know that the two-handed frost is a super popular thing as opposed to one-handed, and I'm hoping to see that in here. Also hoping to see them summon some more dragons, because that's pretty cool. Frost Strike. 25 runic power, melee, instant cast, requires Death Knight. Frost, chill your weapon with icy power and quickly strike the enemy, dealing 49.1% attack power frost damage. Weapons with icy power and quickly strike both enemies, dealing a total of 33.17% of attack power plus 33.17% of attack power frost damage.
So now it's just inbuilt now.
Oh, okay. So I got confused at the bracket when it started talking about the dual wield version versus the.
Yeah, before it was separated, so now they just inbuilt it inside Frost Strike now.
Yeah, so Frost Strike now
before you had to get off that main hand.
Encompasses both two-handed and one-handed attacks. That's cool.
Well, we'll see. Maybe there's another talent down there to improve it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the tree splits and goes two-handed down one and one-handed down the other, and then in the middle has like cool dragon summoning bullshit. But I feel like the cool dragon summoning bullshit's going to be down the one side of the tree. Obliterate. 2 ruins. Melee range. A brutal attack that deals 72.554% of attack power, physical damage with both weapons that deal a total of, or with both weapons, dealing a total of 49.023% attack power with each weapon, physical damage. Killing Machine. Your auto attack critical strikes have a chance to make your next obliterate critical strike. Or if you take Frostweaver, you deal frost damage.
Yep. Deal frost damage and critical strike.
Frost damage and critical strike. Okay, improve Frost Strike. Increase Frost Strike's damage by 100, or by 10%. Trying to buff them already.
220.
220. Alrighty. Unleash Frenzy. Damaging an enemy with runic power ability increases your strength by 1% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Okay. Just kind of a buff, but at least it's not a flat buff. Like, it's not as boring. Glacial Advance. 30 runic power, 100 yard range. Summon a glacial glacial spike from the ground that advances forward, each dealing... Oh, glacial spikes. So this is that like multi-spike attack, kind of like the necromancers have in Diablo. Dealing 44.94% of attack power times attack power times 0.98, some brackets, some other math, and that's complicated. We'll just move on. Frost damage, applying razor force to enemies nearby their eruption point. Yeah, okay. Improved obliterate. Increase obliterate's damage by 10%. Move on to our first choose one. Frigid Executioner or Rage of the Frozen Champion. Frigid Executioner. Obliterate deals 10% increased damage and has a 12% chance to refund 2 runes. Obliterate has a 15% increased chance to trigger Rhyme, and Howling Blast generates 8 rune power while Rhyme is active. I think I'd go with Frigid Executioner because it looks like it's not a proc. So it should baseline. Oh, proc chance 12%. Oh, for the refund on the runes. But 10% increased damage might be better than just a flat buff that you get. What do you pick, Devil?
Yeah, I'll probably do the Executioner.
Yeah, I'd really have to test these because I'm not too familiar with the abilities. Wish I was. Cold Heart. Every 2 seconds grants a stack of Cold Heart, causing your next chain of ice to deal 10.7% attack power frost damage, stacking up to 20 times. That's pretty cool. So that'll stack to 21.4. 21.4? Yeah, 21.4%. Frost Reaping. Or no, I'm sorry. 201.4. No, my math's wrong. I'm too lazy to do it.
14.
14?
214%.
It's 10.7 times 20.
214.
Calculator.
214%.
Oh, no. My calculator says that, yeah, it is 214%. No decimal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 214%.
214% attack power is pretty good.
Yeah, before it just improved. It made Chain of Ice actually just improve Chain of Ice's actual damage. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because before I had a flat damage. Oh yeah.
Frost Reaper. Killing Machine also causes your next Obliterate to deal frost damage.
There it is. All right.
You know, it's not bad. My math wasn't wrong. I just had the decimal place in the wrong place. Murder Efficiency. Consuming Killing Machine. The Killing Machine effect has a 50% chance to grant you 1 rune. Might of the Frozen Waste. Wielding a 2-handed weapon increases your obliterate damage by 30%, and your auto attack critical strikes always grant Killing Machine. Yeah, so I guess if you're going to pick that, you definitely want to pick Frozen Executioner to get that obliterate damage. I think. Bone Grinder. Consuming Killing Machine grants 10% critical strike chance, for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. At 5 stacks, your next killing machine consumes the stacks and grants you 10% increased frost damage for 10 seconds. That's cool. I like these types of things where you like build something up and then you consume it. Like that's
We
a
talk about the one
fun
above, right?
mechanic. Bone grinder?
No, we talk about the one above, right? The inexorable assault.
Oh, we skipped that one. I'm terrible. Sorry, everyone. Inexorable assault. Gain inexorable assault
Yeah,
every 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Frost Scythe. Obliterate and Frost Scythe consume. Obliterate consumes stacks, or a stack to deal additional 21.4% attack power frost damage. This is really cool.
there we go.
Yeah, and then the Bone Grinder. I'm a big fan of talents like that, where like you build
Goes
up a
up to
stack
20.
and then consume it.
Yep,
Yeah,
and now it goes up to 20%.
cool. Next, we've
Increased frost.
got Coldblooded Rage. Frost Strike has a 10% chance on critical strike to grant a killing machine. And then
It also goes 20.
we got Obliteration. Well, Pillar of Frost is active. Frost Strike, Glacial Advance, and Howling Blast always grant killing machine and have 30% chance to generate a rune.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Down the middle.
Yeah, down the middle. We'll go with Pillar of Frost. Instant 1 minute cooldown. The power of Frost increases your strength by 20% for 20 or 12 seconds. Each rune spent while active increases your strength by an additional 1%. Enduring Strength. When Pillar of Frost expires, your strength is increased by 5% for 6 seconds. This effect lasts 2 seconds longer for each Obliterate and Frost Scythe critical strike during Pillar of Frost. On the other side, we've got Frostwell's. Huh? Yeah, 10? Cool.
Yeah, it goes 10%.
Dope. Frostwhelp's Aid. Pillar of Frost summons a Frostwhelp who breathes on all enemies within 40 yards in front of you for 20% attack power frost damage. Each unique enemy hit by Frostwhelp's Aid grants you 4% mastery for 15 seconds, up to 20%. My goodness, I like this talent. It summons a little baby dragon, and he buffs you when he attacks.
Yeah, it's 8% and 40%.
40%? Oh, 40% mastery.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
saying
buff.
8% up to 40%.
Ice Cap. Your Frost Strike, Frost Scythe, and Obliterate critical strikes reduce the remaining cooldown of your Pillar of Frost by 2 seconds. Okay. Then we've got Shattering Blades. When Frost Strike damages an enemy with 5 stacks of Razor Ice, it consumes them and deals an additional 60% damage. Avalanche. Casting Howling Blast with Rime active causes jagged ice to fall on an enemy nearby your target, applying Razor Ice and dealing 21.4% of attack power frost damage. Frostworm's Fury. Instant 3-minute cooldown. Summon a Frostworm who breathes on all enemies within 40 yards in front of you, dealing 320% attack power frost damage and slowing movement speed by 50% for 10 seconds. And then you have Absolute Zero. Frostworm's Fury has a 50% reduced cooldown and freezes all enemies hit for 3 seconds. You get the big dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on
To the right side.
to the right side, we got Howling Blast Talent. I know it's a talent. Why'd I read that? Rune. 1 rune, minus 10 rune power. Instant cast, 30-yard range. Blast the target with frigid wind, dealing 14% of attack power times attack power times. We'll just go with dealing math. North winds, frost damage, and applying frost fever to the target. Frost damage to that foe and reduce damage to all other enemies within 10 yards, inflicting all targets with frost fever. Frost fever, a disease that deals frost damage over 24 seconds, and has a chance to grant the Death Knight 5 runic power each time it deals damage. Dual wield math is always so long, right? And this math is extra long because, like, if you look at it, it's got both the single target or the two-handed and one-handed damage variations. So I don't feel like reading all of it.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. Obliterate has a 45% chance. Frost Scythe and Frost Scythe have a 22.5% chance to cause your next Howling Blast to consume no runes and deal 225% additional damage. That is a hell of a buff. These guys are going to hit so hard. Increase your maximum rune power by 10. Rune command. Remorseless Winter. 1 rune / 10 rune power. 20-second cooldown. Drain the warmth of life from all nearby enemies within 8 yards. Man, you must suck at parties. Dealing math damage, frost damage over 8 seconds, and reducing their movement speed by 20%. Frost Scythe. I've been looking for this guy, or waiting for this one. Frost Scythe, 1 rune. 8-yard range. A sweeping attack that strikes all enemies in front of you for 14.98% attack power frost damage. This attack benefits from Killing Machine. Critical strikes with Frost Scythe deal 4 times normal damage. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay, I like that. Improve Rhyme. Increase Howling Blast damage done by an additional 75%. Horn of Winter. Blow a Horn of Winter granting 2 runes and generating 25 rune power. Instant, 45-second cooldown. Biting Cold. Remorseless Winter's damage is increased by 30%. For the first time Remorseless Winter deals damage to 3 enemies, you gain Rhyme. Chill Streak deals 81%. 40 rune power, 40 range or yard range, instant, 45-second cooldown, deals 81% of attack power frost damage to the target and reduces their movement speed by 70% for 40 seconds. Chill Streak's bonus up to 9 times between the bounces. I'll start that line over. Chill Streak bounces up to 9 times between the closest targets within 8 yards.
6.
All right, moving down. I said 8. I'm tired.
All good. And the other one was 4 seconds, not 40.
Was it? What did I say? 40 seconds?
He said 40 seconds. All good. Empowered rune weapon. There's number 2.
Where's empowered rune weapon? Yeah, no. If you pick it in the vase tree, you get another charge. Oh, it says it at the bottom here. Huh?
Yep. So that's
Instant
number 2.
2-minute cooldown empowers your rune weapon, gaining 15% haste and generating 1 rune and 15 rune power instantly and every 5 seconds for 20 seconds. Gathering Storm. Each rune spent during Remorseless Winter increases its damage by 10% and extends its duration by 15. Man, they're just going to want to pump as many X attack into said window as possible for a buff. Like, they're going to be spamming for days, it feels like. We got our last choose one. Piercing Chill, Enduring Chill. Piercing Chill. Enemies suffer 5% increased damage from Chill Streak each time they are struck by it. Enduring Chill. Chill Streak bounces, or bounce range increases by 2 yards, and each time Chill Streak bounces, it has a 20% chance to increase the maximum number of bounces by 1. Which one do you pick, Devil?
And it already goes a 9, and I don't know if you, unless you can get into a big amount of group, I would stay with Piercing Chill.
Right? And it's probably the better one. I probably do Piercing Chill too.
Unless you get a good Gorping Grass Blader, but yeah, I would stay with that one.
Alright, then we've got Everfrost. Remorseless Winter deals 4% increased damage to enemies it hits and stacks up to 10 times. Then we have our last set of 3 talents to our final capstone talent, starting off with Icebreaker. When powered by Rhyme, Howling Blast deals 30% increased damage to your primary target.
60.
Invigorating Freeze. Frost Fever critical strikes increases the chance to grant runic power by an additional 5%. Breath of Cindergosa.
That's 10.
16 rune power per second. Instant 2-minute cooldown. Continuously deal math attack frost damage every 1 second to enemies in a cone in front of you until runic power is exhausted. Deals reduced damage to secondary targets. Generates 2 runes at the start and end. And that's the end of that tree. That was a pretty good tree. I kind of like the way that most of the dragony stuff's in the middle. I kind of feel like Avalanche and Searing Blade, or Shattering Blade, and Enduring Strength. No, not Enduring Strength. Ice Cap should be nearer to Glacier Advance, because the like, at the very least, the Avalanche, because the Avalanche is similar in a lot of ways with the way that it drops icicles from the ceiling or whatever. I like the Frostwell being here. I feel like Horn of Winter needs to be in the middle. And maybe Empowered Rune Weapon should be on the other side of the tree, since the Breath of Cindergosa Howling Blast side of the tree feels a lot more casty. You know what I mean? Like, it has a lot more to deal with your ranged abilities.
Yeah, but I think on this side, on the right side, even though it seems more AoE, I think this side was more of the utility side of the tree anyways.
The Obliterate side or the Howling Blast side?
The right side of the tree is more of a utility side of the tree.
The Howling Blast side, yeah. Like I was saying, the Howling Blast side, it feels more ranged and utility based. But then you have in the middle, you have the dragon, and like
I mean,
I
like you have your AoEs, you have your passives, and you have your old PvP talents that you used to have.
yeah, I got you. Well, hear me out though, because like you have the dragon in the middle, and when they summon the dragon, I'm pretty sure they play the Horn of Winter sound, right?
I
So,
don't think it did.
yeah, I might be wrong,
I think it just goes up and that's
but
it.
I'm pretty sure in Ashran last night when I got hit by that dragon, I heard the Horn of
Yeah,
Winter.
no, that's something else.
No. I was talking about like just the regular Death Knight dragon, not the big super dragon that's in Ashran. Um, I was in the Ring of Blood or Ring of
Yeah, I don't know,
whatever the hell the ring's called down
but
there.
yeah,
Anyway,
no, I think it was just regular, but I don't know. It
but yeah, I kind of feel like the Horn of Winter should be in the middle here.
it could be macro to the Horn of Winter too, so who knows?
Yeah, it might be. I do like
But
this
yeah,
Breath
so
of Cinderghost at the end here. I'm moderately excited for this tree. I've noticed
yeah,
that I
it's
tend to be
very
kind of
good.
excited for the classes that I don't usually play, and it looks
Yeah,
like
very
it's
good.
because they've identified and more fleshed out what it is to be
Yeah, they
that
get
class.
yeah for me as a warrior setup, they got the good warrior setup on the left side. Then they got the empowerment set up on the middle, and then they got the utility side on the right. So that's good for me too. So
Alrighty, well, so I guess that's the end of this video because I've about run out of things to talk about. Catch us for the Blood Tree and the Unholy Tree,
unholy.
and then what we still got Demon Hunter and Invoker to do.
Yep.
Probably get to those next week. Alrighty,
Mhm.
so this is Daftjack signing off.